Welcome back. Mr. Mumba, we were about to demystify, the investment option, or should I say the amount that an individual can actually invest and then get their return on investment and all. So now, wanted to just, have it clear to both the learned and the unlearned, the marketeers, or should I say, the people in employment or the business people. So now, if they make that initial investment or they make consistent investment over 12 months, a 500 each, which is coming to almost about 6,000. What is the expected return on investment?
All right. That's a very important question. And what we do try to educate our potential clients on our clients is that investment returns cannot be guaranteed. Investment returns are variable. They really depend on the market forces. They depend on the performance of the actual investments. And so what we as AFLife also try and do, and to be very clear and honest, is that we cannot guarantee a return. What we can do is provide with you the historical performance. What we can do is provide you our projected performance and where we see the market going and where we see the actual investment performing. For the specific investment we're talking about, the Mpile Property Fund, it launched in 2014. And from 2014 to date, it has sort of averaged an annual basis a return of around 15 to 17% return. But that is, like I said, not guaranteed. There have been periods where we have exceeded that, and really just because the performance of the individual properties have been quite strong. But what I would say, and I'd really caution and advise clients, is have a discussion. Where any sort of investment or saving decision has to be taken very carefully. Speak to your advisor. If you can come to our office, we can also speak to you and run with you our performance history so that you make the best investment decision for yourself.
Actually, that's a good point, because unpacking all this in just the time that we have will be too much. So definitely we'll run your numbers, the company details, so that whoever is interested, they may be able to actually reach out and they get more information on how they can actually go through. So now I would just want you to run us through what are the requirements that you actually ask for somebody that may want to invest with you guys. What are the processes and the requirements that you actually going to?
The processes are quite simple and quite straightforward. I've opened accounts with our investments team under the Mpile Property Unit Trust. And it's basic KYC. You need a copy of bank statements. You need a copy, a certified copy of your ID. You also need passport photos, and you fill up an application form. And as soon as you have all of that, your account can be set up. You indicate the type of products you want to invest in, and you're set up, and you can then start benefiting from the investment potential of those products.
What of the issue you mentioned that we need bank statements for those that don't have bank statements?
So that one might be a challenge because it's sort of a requirement of our regulators. So it is a sort of requirement that needs to be put in place. But you can still come to the office. We can help you and see how we can set up said bank accounts for you so that you can be able to benefit and enjoy from these products the way other people are also, and other clients are also benefiting.
I would want to ask this question in this way. What specific investment criteria does African Life Financial Services consider, when you are selecting properties for inclusion? Is there a way in how you actually identify that, we'll be investing in that property then maybe to top it up, do we have a say as investors? On that,
Yes. No, very good questions. I mean, and just to break it up, in this field where I work in the property sector, I'm sure our sort of viewers will really notice that the Zambian property market has seen a lot of ups and downs in recent years. The most common one we saw was COVID-19 pandemic, where we saw a number of retailers leave. We saw a lot of offices built up, but they didn't have tenants to take up, and we're still sort of at the end of that cycle. We're seeing some new developments coming up, new hotels that are coming up in the city of Lusaka. So that's something that we'll look forward to. But you can still see that there's still some remnants of the down cycle that we're in. And even just speaking to a lot of property experts, we do expect the property market to improve going forward. But when it comes to our investment criteria, we target blue chip tenants, and a blue chip tenant is a fancy word, but we want the best of the best.
Sure.
We try and target tenants who ideally, we're focused on tenants who are good dollar paying when it comes to paying rentals in dollars. We also are open to looking at tenants who pay in kwacha, but historically we've been comfortable with the ones that can pay in dollars. We like to look for properties that are located in very good areas where tenanting and actually being able to fill up those properties can be viable. And right now, we currently have 3 properties in our portfolio. Some residential villas in Roma Park, a retail mall in the burgeoning mining area of Solwezi, and also an office park in Rhodes Park. We're actually in discussions to see if there's a 4th industrial warehouse to acquire. And on all 3 properties, we feel can give growth for potential clients who are looking to invest in the property sector.